Pop shit apologized, nigga, just asked Jordan and Silver. That's crazy, bro. So apparently, New York Knicks owner James Dolan has a meeting with NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and Michael Jordan about the issue with Charles Oakley and the Knicks, and Charles Oakley being fighting and wrestled down, treated like a damn savage monkey at the MSG Madison Square Garden last week. It was just basically been taking over headlines the last 4 or 5 days, man. And just recently, just now, just heard that James Dolan had a meeting with Adam Silver and Michael Jordan. And, Michael Jordan was sent there to make sure that James Dolan has good Negro relationships with his former players. You gotta fit in and get good in with the Negroes, right? So that was Michael Jordan's position, all right, to mediate good Negro relations with James Dolan's former players, former New York Knicks, trying to make sure they're happy and got them jobs. But at the end of the day, they're still slaves, all right, in the system of racism, white supremacy. That's the system that we live in, family. Before I start on my commentary, I'm going to introduce myself if you're new to the channel. Once again, my name is Chauncey, a.k.a. The Black Separatist. On this channel, I talk about counter-racism. I also talk about issues that affect black people collectively as a group. And I offer my suggestions on how to replace this broken system of injustice, this broken system of racism, white supremacy, with a system of justice. So if you are new and you agree to that ideology, please subscribe to this channel. If you don't agree, subscribe anyway, because I need two things: my view counts and my subscribers to go up, so my message can be widespread about replacing this broken system of racism, white supremacy, with a system of justice. So if you want to hate, watch, and troll, be my guest, because at the end of the day, those type of people are just view counts and statistics, as I always say. Also, by the way, make sure you guys follow me on social media. I am on Twitter. I'll show you guys my screen so you guys can see. I'm on Twitter at Black Separatist, and I'm on Instagram. All right, at The Black Separatist. Make sure you guys follow me on my social media. All right, those are the people I'm following. I don't know why my thing's not coming up, but yeah, here I am right here. The Black Separatist. All right, family. So yeah, man, this is interesting. First of all, if you're not familiar with what happened last week with Charles Oakley, y'all can Google that. I'm not gonna go through the whole rundown of that. Okay, if you live under a rock, Charles Oakley attended a Knicks basketball game last week. Okay, James Dolan was pissed off that Charles Oakley was there in attendance, called security, make sure he was kicked out. Charles Oakley, if y'all know Charles Oakley and his reputation, he's a real street tough guy, doesn't back down to nobody. So security approached him. They tried to bum rush him. Charles Oakley was like, "Don't touch me." So Charles Oakley was like, "Get off me," pushing him back. That's when all hell broke loose. They bum rushed him, kicked him out on national television, made the man look like a damn runaway slave, a buffoon. Them goddamn security officers look like some slave catchers. It was just nigga shit, times infinity. Charles Oakley is too damn old to be fighting motherfuckers. And nigga probably got grandkids my age. I'm 37. He's too old to be doing that shit. And it was a bad look all around on both sides. James Dolan, catching feelings that a former Knick was there, doesn't want him in his presence. So he tried to kick him out. And James Dolan also fired one of his security. I think the head of security there, because according to James Dolan, Charles Oakley should have never even got past the turnstiles. Okay, he should have been identified and kicked out the building. So that's crazy. But anyway, fast forward to today. Now they're saying that Adam Silver and Michael Jordan had a meeting with James Dolan and to squash the beef with Charles Oakley. Michael Jordan and Charles Oakley have a history because they were teammates on the Bulls. So, Michael Jordan highly respects Charles Oakley. And Michael Jordan, like I said, Michael Jordan wants to be the Negro mediator to make sure how to tell James Dolan how to treat the Negroes. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to prevent Donald Sterling, if you will, in which I know, which I wouldn't say I don't know, and I'm speaking conjecture here, okay? I would suspect that James Dolan, has some niggers and has some damn, suspected white supremacist tendencies, behind closed doors. With the photo ops with his former players, he invited Latrell Sprewell, and I have the link. I'll have the page up right now, and I'm gonna play the interview also and give my reaction to it and get to the actual the meeting with Adam Silver and Michael Jordan and James Dolan. But he after the beef with Charles Oakley, and they try to make Charles Oakley like a crazy guy that needs mental health issues, that needs mental health help and stuff like that. Then he try to invite former players that he hasn't spoken to and since however how long to get the what I'm looking for, illusion that he's good friends with these damn Negroes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play this little clip real quick that's on ESPN.com that Latrell Sprewell attended the New York Knicks game between San Antonio. There's an interview that he did, and I'm gonna check it out and give you guys my thoughts.
Latrell, can you go back and talk to us about when you got traded, what your feelings were, and why you haven't basically been back here since?
Well, I can't tell you why I haven't been back here, but I'll tell you when I left, I was not happy. New York is like a second home for me. I love the fans here. The fans have embraced me, and there's no place like the Garden to play in. So, who wouldn't want to play in the Garden? So, I was definitely disappointed, but I had fun in Minnesota too. We had a good run there with KG, Sam, and myself. So, it's just the nature of the beast when you're, NBA player. You just have to deal with it. I'm just happy to be back now, though.
How did it come about that you were able to come back and sit with James Dolan?
Well, a guy named Jonathan I kept in touch with him over the years, and he worked his magic, and he was able to pull some strings and, get me back. So, like I said, I'm just happy to be back.
For you to hear that,
Had to be a third party to get you back in there.
I mean, I'm at a loss for words, really. It's been so long since I've been back, and just to have that warm welcome is very much appreciated. I can't say enough about the fan base here and how they supported me throughout my years here in New York. So, it's a great feeling.
The fan base here, very big fans of the New York alumni, and there was a situation a couple of games ago with Charles Oakley. I'm sure you know of. What were your thoughts on that?
Obviously it's a disappointing thing. No one wants to see anything like that. Not just for New York, but just for the NBA family. But it happened. Hopefully it'll be something that everybody can just somehow iron out and get past. It's an unfortunate situation, obviously.
Thanks, Latrell. Welcome back to the Garden and enjoy the game.
I'm not even a New York Knicks fan, man, but just from the outside looking in, and I'm pretty sure, if you're a fan of the New York Knicks, you watching this, how tumultuous and how hostile the environment is. Starting from the ownership, the management. It's basically it's not a good environment. As a New York Knicks fan that you guys are watching, if you're a fan, you guys know how hostile and how unsettling the environment is as a fan there. They're trying to run so many players out the building over the years, things of that nature. So it's crazy. James Dolan and you got Phil Jackson, you know what I'm saying, out there just throwing players under the bus, You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, family. It's crazy. And now the recent incident with Charles Oakley, being arrested, being treated like a damn monkey savage on national television last week. You know what I'm saying? That's just deplorable. Deplorable. And now you're trying to save face by inviting former New York Knicks players that you haven't spoken to in I don't know how long to make it seem like, yeah, I'm seeing with the Negroes. Take your photo ops. Everything's all right. Everything's all right. So it's just crazy, family, what's going on with the New York Knicks organization. But, again, like I said, this is a situation where we understand that we live in a system of racism, white supremacy. All right. So you have an owner who is afraid, like literally afraid of a big black guy presence. So much so he wants him removed from his facility that he owns. All right. So you might as well just basically say no big Negroes allowed and take it back to the Jim Crow era. All right. Where there's white and black bathrooms and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly how it was when he treated, Charles Oakley like that, and like I said before, they're trying to run so many players out the building, like, Carmelo Anthony, things of that nature. Phil Jackson just talking so much shit about Carmelo Anthony, and Carmelo's a masochist, man. I guess he enjoys the punishment. He's even being booed, if I'm not mistaken. He was booed in his own damn city because they're tired of Carmelo Anthony and they want him out of there. So it's just a real hostile environment, not a good look at all. Like I said, at the end of the day, family, when you have Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, and you have Michael Jordan talking to an owner on how to save face with your organization and treat your Negro players, your former Negro players, there's a problem with race relations, in your particular team, on your particular team. Hands down. All right. So, Michael Jordan, and the reason why he's so successful is that he knows how to infiltrate and be accepted, quote unquote, by, his white peers, right? Be accepted meanings accept what they tell you so that you can have your so-called position of power. Okay. In other words, you have Michael Jordan and his shoes, right? Michael Jordan has the Jordan brand shoes, which are basically the main reason why Nike is so successful today. But at the end of the day, Michael Jordan does not own completely outright the Nike brand. That is by Phil Knight. Phil Knight is a multi-billionaire, I don't know, at least 10, 15 times over. So he's worth way more than Michael Jordan. So it really should be Michael Jordan, the billionaire, 10 to 15 times over. All right? So what I'm saying to you is that Michael Jordan should be worth more than Phil Knight, but it's not that way. So that's why he's able to accept his position. He's happy just being Michael Jordan, the best all-time athlete ever, right? Of course, he made his money. He's still making great money. But at the end of the day, his so-called power is still fully orchestrated by the dominant white society. Case in point, Nike. Okay? He does not own Nike outright. It's still a brand created by Phil Knight. And Phil Knight is a multi-billionaire at least 15 times over. Last time I checked. Let me just go ahead and check his net worth. Phil Knight. Okay, $25 billion. Okay. So I was way off. He's not even 10. It's $25 billion. Michael Jordan is worth $1.24 billion. All right. That proves my point right there. Okay. So I just found this story interesting, family. I just wanted to point this out with the meeting between Adam Silver, James Dolan, and Michael Jordan on they, again, like I said, they want to make sure this is not a Donald Sterling incident. Okay, treating former black players and making sure that you ain't got no goddamn secret tapes of you calling these black players niggers and monkeys, which I'm pretty sure he does, in my opinion. All right. But Michael Jordan was there to make sure he was able to mediate and and tell James Dolan how to treat your former Negro players. Okay. And make sure Charles Oakley has a job, because he needs a job because he was a former player. Get him a job by the white man. So that's funny. So anyway, family, those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts about the incident with Charles Oakley last week. And if you're a Knicks fan, share your thoughts about the organization. What do you want them to do with Carmelo Anthony and, their former player or their players right now, how they're treating their former players? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. All right, family, until next time, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.